do that. Hang on a sec, chat. Hang on. Yo, what up, Blair? I'm adjusting shit. Okay, there we go. Hello, Domino. How's everybody doing? I was gonna fucking... Oh, I'm not even in the right scene. I was gonna fucking have something on YouTube, but realistically, I don't need that. I'm probably gonna be too engrossed. I just love being stimulated, chat. It's going well. I did everything I was supposed to. You know this. I did everything I was supposed to, except I bought a smaller bucket than I was supposed to. So that means I have to go out and get another bucket. Oh, I took medication for it. The only reason I'm upright right now is because as soon as I got home, like the same time I messaged you, I took my migraine medication because I was not dealing. I was not feeling well. I was feeling quite unwell, as a matter of fact. And I was like, will it ever stop? It did. And then I was like, there's this crazy thing, and I don't know if anybody else in here has migraines. There's this crazy thing that happens to me. Please, God, can my cursor go where it needs to go? Where when I still have the migraine, I'm like, will this ever end? Am I gonna die? This sucks. I feel like shit, whatever. And then as soon as the meds kick in, I'm like, I'm a whole new man. I'm gonna conquer the fucking world. I can do whatever I want. Now is my time. Let's fuck this up. Every time. And I'm always amazed. Always amazed when my medicine works. I'm like, yes. Although I was like feeling very nappish. And then and then things occurred and I said, okay, never mind, I don't need a nap. Okay, so how many fucking things do I have in here? Did I just get back? It looks like it. Sure looks like it. Ooh, buddy, my pockets are full. Okay, let's... How heavy am I? I could be more heavy. What's in here? No, it's just Stealth Boys, okay. This is probably just food. I don't know why it wouldn't be... What's in this? Oh, no, that's not a cabinet. This is all stuff for the other DLC. Yo, thank you. They are supposed to light up, but after a while they stop lighting up, and I refuse to use the software just because I'm lazy. Because it's like you have to fuck with it like every time you restart your computer, which is really frustrating. So even though I spent the extra money to get the ones with the ears that light up, I don't care enough to make them light up. Surprise, surprise. What? What? What did I do? What have I done this time? What could I possibly have done this time? The ears. My last ones had ears too, but the ears didn't light up. Alright. It's probably gonna fuck something up. Hang on. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Hang on a sec. Okay, I can't hear my game. Hang on. Save. Does your migraine make you? Yes, they do make me photosensitive. Photosensitive, audio sensitive. I have a very rough go. We came home and it was like just starting to get bad. And normally when Spider and I get home from anything, whether it's like I'm picking them up from work or we're doing like a little errand, um, we'll like sit on the couch and we'll just like gab for like an hour or so. And I was just like, I love you, I have to go because I needed my medication really, really bad. I was in extreme amounts of pain. Okay. Thank God my mic was working that whole time. Love that for me. Okay, the audio is working. It's just because I unplugged it in the game. I need everybody to know I love you enough to make the ears light up because it means I have to recenter my fucking game again, which is a pain in the dick. So you guys are like super welcome for the light up ears. Also, I did. Oh, you guys probably saw this. I think most of you were here yesterday. I got my new polish. Oh, shit. You can't really tell, but some of them have the magnetic cat eye stuff in them, like this one. It just looks like a little line. Anyway, I was supposed to get some of my plates today, but because our mailbox fell down, they won't deliver it. So, unfortunately, I don't get those until I'm gonna like literally, I'm just gonna like suck it up and get my ass up as soon as the hardware store opens in the morning, and I'm gonna go get a bucket and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I was like, can't I just like fill it with rocks or something? And Ty was like, that bucket's not big enough. And I'm like, this sucks. Yeah, I got some colorful nail polish. I have like more standard colors. These are more fun. Plus it's got the fun cat eye ones. The cat eye ones, they're basically magnetic. You can get little like magnets that are different designs, or you can use like paper clips or whatever. I just thought it'd be fun to play with. Normally our mail service is fine, but our mailbox is literally leaning against our trash cans right now because like where else do you put it? We don't have like a fence or anything, so. Does it? Maybe. Is it too loud? Would you like me to turn it down? Perhaps it's the wrong microphone. Perhaps my other microphone took over. The reason I use this microphone specifically is because it has a gate on it, meaning that it only catches like audio that's right nearby it. Because Spider also streams and Spider snores. And I don't want you guys to be like, is somebody snoring? Because, like, that's weird, right? Let's see which microphone is being used right now. It's probably the Yeti. No, it says it's this microphone. I don't know. Chat? Everybody else? Mailbox need to be reinforced with rebar and sunken into the ground. So our mailbox was sunk into the ground, but whoever installed it, we think it was my ex stepdad. He did not use concrete. He just dug a fucking hole and filled it in. And so the ants ate it. The ants ate it. And I'm going to be real. I've not used our circular saw. We bought it like last year. I haven't used it yet, and it's kind of heavy. So I'm concerned about using it by myself. And Ty's used it before, and it's for him. It's not heavy, so well, the vocal fry is just something that I do, and the mic is turned up all the way. I'm sorry. I don't know why my audio is the way it is. I'm sorry. Um, I don't know what I was talking about anymore. I could have. We have a piece of 4x4 or whatever. We have a wood. We got a. It's basically a fence post. We got it to be a fence post. Um, and we've had it to fix our fence for like over a year. But yeah, I'm concerned about trying to cut it by myself because it all seems a little, I don't want to say complicated, difficult for one person who is potentially not quite strong enough to have full control over such a power tool. Hello, hello, hello. Also, procrastination. I have not seen your ass in a minute. What the fuck? I missed you. Um, a really deep hole. Yeah, I unfortunately, if that was the only option, I would get a handsaw. I would handsaw it. Handsawing it would take less effort than digging a big hole. Mouse, you were here yesterday, so unfortunately, because you never leave, I cannot miss you. That is the rule. I literally have not seen procrastination in probably a year. So you can suck my whole dick. He's good, he's just tired. He's tired. He has to get up really early for his job, and we are still waiting for him to get a CPAP machine. So unfortunately, his sleep is not quite as restful as it could be. But he just had his overnight oximeter test. That was like 2.5 weeks ago. So we're just waiting to hear back about him having his sleep study scheduled. I do. I do. If I moved, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. We're gonna get really real for 1 second. If I moved, you guys would fucking know. One, because moving is incredibly difficult. Two, it's incredibly fucking expensive. And three, if I leave this area, I'll never stop complaining. Truly. I've lived other places. I complain the entire time. I don't live there anymore. Gabe, that was a decade ago. They didn't poop through the deck, they peed through the deck. And that was when I lived in an apartment. I live in a house. I've lived in a house for over 5 years. Yeah, no, I'm sure the dogs also shit on the deck, but the shit didn't fall. Just the pee. My ex was on the deck literally like barbecuing shrimp, and he was like, I felt water. I felt a liquid hit me, and I was confused. And he was like looking around, and he looked up and he realized it was an animal pissing on him between the deck slats of our neighbor above us. That place, I I I have mostly fond memories of that apartment. It sucked a lot. It sucked a lot for like its own various reasons. My cable got stolen so frequently. The cable company started charging me to get it fixed, even though it was not my fault. I was not stealing my own cable. Um, the upstairs neighbors were always a problem. It didn't matter who lived upstairs, they did something that was fucking terrible. The first neighbors, they complained that I smoked. And the thing was, it was like, you have to smoke on the deck. And I'm like, okay. They told me I smoked on the deck. I would smoke on my deck. The upstairs neighbor, the man would complain. And I was like, open a different window, bitch. This is the one that I was told to smoke out here. And so because of him, I started smoking in my apartment, which it's whatever. I cleaned my I always clean my place top to bottom like thoroughly. I got my deposit back. I've always got my deposit back too. Before anybody thinks I'm like some nasty bitch, I'm not. I keep my place clean and I deep clean it. Um, he when the day they moved out, that guy was screaming at his wife so loud. They obviously had their bedroom over our bedroom that it sounded like he was screaming at me. It was fucking insane. He was yelling at her so loud. Um, our next set of neighbors were two guys in their 20s, and at some point they got into like a really big fight, and one of them was blasting music and shit so loud. And he was like day drinking. I think the cops got called because everybody in the complex could hear it. Um, Third neighbor, we think, was a Nigerian drug dealer because the cops came and we got asked a lot of questions and he drove a really nice car and apparently like he never moved anything in, so it was like a front and then he stopped paying his rent and he got evicted. Um, and then our fourth neighbor were, I don't know if they were dating or if they were just roommates, but it was a man and a woman. And the woman was fine. She was obviously like a little scatterbrained like I was. She would like leave her keys in the door sometimes. And so we'd be like, hey, your keys are in your doorknob. But when the guy would come home, it sounded like he was carrying like oxygen tanks and he would like drop them on the floor every night. It was insane. Um, and I believe those were the last upstairs neighbors we had before we moved out. So everybody had their own little like thing that was annoying about them. Also, the kitchen was atrocious. If you ever want to see what that apartment looks like, I have an old YouTube channel where like it's just like me and my ex like drinking in our kitchen, doing stupid shit, having conversations. Um, yeah, if you remember my ex getting pissed on, then you've been around for like a decade because that happened a long time ago. Like over a decade, honestly. Um, anyway, if I ever move, you guys will know. Frankly, chat, I really want to start a goal. I need a new television. Our television died. And I would like to procure a new one. The thing is, if I were to start a goal for help getting a new television, I would like for there to be some sort of prize for you guys, but I don't know what you would want. I don't know if you would like some kind of a show. I don't know. I don't know if there is a game that you guys would want me to play, like that would be like punishing or something. Is it on your Amazon wish list? No. So I need to buy it from Best Buy. It is on my throne. I need to buy it from Best Buy because they will also take away my old television. That's like I very specifically need them to take away my old television because it is far too large to fit into either of my vehicles and they will take it away. If you would like my throne, you can simply make a donation if you would like to. If not, I totally understand, but I will post my throne. But I was trying to think if there was something. It's been dead for like close to a month now. Um, and I haven't really brought it up because I'm like, I don't know if anybody cares. I don't know if anybody really wants to help me like get a new one. Um, but here's my throne. Um, it's the first thing. It's a Samsung 65 inch. Before anybody goes, oh my God, it's really cheap. It's like half as much as what I paid for the TV that I currently have that's broken. Um, but if there is something, if you would be willing to contribute, and there is something funny, interesting, stupid, not dangerous, and not against the rules that you think would be fun to see me do, I would be willing to do something interesting. I know recently I have eaten many disgusting pickles. I am always willing to eat things that are gross as long as they're not dangerous. Um, yeah. So I don't know if anybody's interested in helping. Yeah, so I think that I think all three of them are on YouTube. Um, Kenny, I'll eat whatever. Like I'm not joking, I don't give a shit. I'll eat whatever. You don't have to, it's not like, "Oh, will you eat this?" The answer is always yes. I'll eat anything at least twice. Like I'm not kidding. Um, so, uh if you would like to see me eat something like I don't know where we will come up with these Canadian potato chips. Perhaps I'll put them on my throne. But if we can all, if one person donates for it and they want to see something in specific, that's fine. If you guys want to uh, sit and have a conversation and decide what I should eat, that's weird. If we hit the goal, if somebody gets it for me, whatever, that's fine too. Um, yeah, but yeah. There's if you go to I think there's a command for the YouTube thing on my chat, but I didn't set it up. I don't do that shit. Other people who love me very much handle that kind of shit for me. Speaking of which, this Roblox thing has to go. Um, it's hard to pick something you'd find difficult to eat. Yeah. Yeah. Even as I sit here, I'm like, what's something that I like wouldn't eat? Because there's a lot of there's lots of clips of me eating disgusting things. I will just eat things. Like I said, it has to be food. It has to be food. Pretty sure that's in the terms of service of this website, is it has to be food. Um, as long as it's food, it's not poisonous. I have those in my house. I could eat some right now. I could literally eat some right now. I could also do a cooking stream. I could cook something weird, or I could cook something that you guys want to learn how to cook, or, you know, you'd be surprised the kind of shit that I just like eat just 'cause, like Kipper snacks. Like I literally ate Kipper snacks on stream like 2 or 3 days ago. And like I know those gross people out because I've eaten them around significant others, and a lot of times they're like, you have to eat that in a different room. And I'm like, Kipper snacks, it's like salted herring that's in the tin. And so it comes in a tin that's shaped. It's like an oval. It's just like that big. It's like bone. I don't know if it's actually boneless, but you don't ever get any bones or anything. But there's small fish. It's like small white fish, and they're basically cooked in I think it's just like salt water or something. They're really good. I've eaten them since I was a kid. I remember the first time I ate them, we were on a camping trip and I was probably like 4 or 5 years old and it was like midnight and I climbed out. I could tell somebody was up and I climbed out of the cab and my dad was like sitting on the tailgate of the truck, like eating it. And I was like, what's that? And he was like, Daddy's having a midnight snack. Do you want to try it? And I tried it and it was like, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was like the most amazing thing ever. Um, and I like literally, the last time I was really craving them, they were like really expensive at the grocery store. And so I looked up how much it would cost to buy like a little flat of them. And so it was way cheaper to buy a little flat of them. So I just have a little flat of them, which I'm very rich in Kipper snacks and nobody else in the house will eat them. So you know I'm fed. I'm like a cat. The thing is too, that's funny is so like I said, I ate some and then they went in the trash. The can went in the trash, and the cat's been sniffing the trash really hard. And I think it's because there's a can of Kipper snacks because she's never been interested in the trash before. Which gross, but not really. We have to keep our trash inside of our house because we have bears, and they literally ripped our door off our garage, like the rolling metal door. They ripped it off 2 years ago. So we don't keep our garbage in there. We keep it in our house and we wait till trash day and we take it out on the morning of because the bears will rip our house to shreds. We also had one climb in through our kitchen window. Um, Last summer, total Yogi the Bear shit, stole a fucking dozen donuts and a jar of jelly and was just sitting in our backyard. He ate the donuts and he was just licking out of the jar, and I'm just like, you fucking asshole, dog. Like, what the hell? Um, so yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they were amazing. So back when this happened, I didn't have a car. Um, my old car got totaled, unfortunately, in a rollover accident. Um, and so I was without a vehicle. So I was having the groceries delivered to the house, and a lot of times I would place the order and then fall asleep. So the groceries would sit on the porch. And so the bears would smell the food before I brought it in. So they knew that we had food, which is not good. Also, one time I let it sit out there for quite a few hours and the squirrels got into it. The squirrels ate bagels, they ate donuts. I was very upset, but it was all my fault. I live in the fucking forest. The critters are like, "Do you have something delicious to eat? Thank you, I'll have some." So, anyway, back to the television. If you guys can think of something that would be enjoyable for you to see me do, I will start I'll put up a ticker for it. And then whenever we reach the goal, I'll do whatever the thing is. There are a lot of seductive gifts on this throne list. A necklace is seductive to you. Have you thought perchance that means your mind is in the gutter, sir? Also, Gabriel, if you know about the piss story, then you know what I do for a living. You literally know what I do for a living then. I also I make wish lists and then I never look at them again. So I don't even know if any of this shit is still available. It's probably not because I think I added a lot of this yeah, this is not available. I'm gonna delete that. No, I don't make a living on Twitch. I make a little bit of money. I make a trip to the grocery store once with Twitch money. I get to buy groceries one time with Twitch money. I make soap actually. I do make candles, but candles are really hard to make. Don't let anybody fool you. Candles, if you're making candles on a small scale, candles are a huge pain in the ass to make. But the properties that you make them with are very interchangeable. So, like the colorant, the scent, the molds, those are all the same. It's mostly the melting aspects are very different. Um, it sucks to make. I love making candles. I think candles are really fun, but candles suck ass to make. How she can make a candle for someone and it exploded. Oh, Cool. I wonder what she did to it to make it explode so that I never do that to a candle. I also put warning labels on my candles. There are warning labels on them. I am not liable. I am not liable if your house burns down. You cannot leave that candle unattended. Anyway, I feel like the last time I added anything besides that TV to the wish list was like a year ago. Besides like stuff for spiders, move. Too much something, but I don't know what it was. It was probably too much essential oil. That would be wild if it exploded while it was liquid already. I don't want to say that that's unheard of. I'm sure it's quite possible if the heat got high enough, but I'm sure she means like after the person's like started burning it. Yeah, I figured. Why do I have liquid fucking death on here? No offense to liquid death, but I'm good. And it wouldn't be that flavor. I wouldn't want that flavor. I want the lime flavor. Also, I think that fucking choker is cute. It's also not available anymore. That sucks. That sucks. Why would you remind me that there's things on my wish list that I crave and desire but cannot have? I'll add new things to my throne as soon as somebody buys something off of it. The hell? Thank you for the follow, Sophia. I said it was cute. I know, it's cute. It doesn't exist anymore. Also, it was only $9.20, which is like, oh, probably turned my neck green. But I usually don't ask for like super duper expensive shit. Those are unavailable. That's unavailable. I'm just gonna remove things. Fuck adding anything. Nobody's gonna buy it. Welcome to the Wacky Wild Wonderful World of Gage Monroe. How are you? Who are you? What can I do for you? And if you are trying to get me to buy art, no thank you. I literally have an in-house graphic designer. They live with me. I ship them across the country. I'm not joking. Oh my god, there's a Kuromi bikini on my wish list. It's unavailable. God damn it. I'm like, oh, I love that bikini. Of course I do. It's on my wish list. And of course it doesn't exist anymore. Fuck me, bro. I'm done looking at this. This is just upsetting me. It's just throne.com/geisha if you guys want to fucking go contribute to the television. I will either eat something or I will cook something or I will eat and cook something. I don't care. I'll do whatever. I need a new television. It'd be cool to get a new TV. All right. Okay. Well, chat, are we ready to go? Gabe, do you know that person? Are you just being friendly, you little weirdo? No, it's the first time in chat. Yeah, it is. And their account was created, but a few months ago. I also think yeah, no, they left. I think they were I think they were trying to be like, I love your style. Can I make you some graphics? And I was going to tell them no. So I preemptively told them no because their screen name looks like their screen name looks like they're trying to sell me graphics. It's not meant to be offensive, and I understand the hustle, but I get hand drawn art like my mermaid. That's a mergy. That's me. That's me as a mermaid. Spider drew that for me. Do you understand how fucking cool this thing is, chat? Look how fucking cool this thing is. This is like one of my favorite things. A lot of my favorite things, like objects in the earth, are like art that has been drawn of me. And a lot of that art has been drawn by Spider. Predominantly, it's been drawn by Spider. Um, I love that mermaid. That's me. It's me as a mermaid. I know, she's beautiful. The original, she has real nipples, not heart-shaped pasties. But I like the heart-shaped pasties better. All right. Okay. At least she hid your kitty. I'm a mermaid. Mermaids don't have pussy. They have a fucking cloaca, champ. Not only that, I think it would be at the end of the tail. There ain't no pussy on a mermaid. Stop trying to fuck made up mythical creatures, chat. I guess maybe. Sure. The reason that the Hello Kitty exists too is because that's also based on a real pillow. I don't know if we have it anymore. It's based on a real pillow. That was like my favorite pillow. How did your day go, Stinky? I slept until noon. I woke up. Well, you and we gamed, so you know that I woke up. Um, I'll never stop. Wait, what? I don't know what's going on with Blair's yelling at me. I went to bed after I made Thai's food, and the cat tried to eat it a lot. It was very funny. You saw the video. Never mind. Once again, telling you a thing you know. Um, Woke up at noon. Smoked some cigarettes because I'm a trash can. Um, do you like game? I have not gamed yet. Um, Got up, showered, did my hair and makeup, realized I had overestimated or underestimated how much, no, overestimated how much, I don't know. I had more time than I thought. I thought my appointment was at 3, it was at 3:30. We went to my appointment. Everything was good. I lost 7 pounds. She said, your blood pressure's really good. And then I said I would like more medicine, please. And she said, yes, you can have more Adderall. And that was that, basically. We both knew it was going to be a quick visit. So she was like, do you want to come back in a month or do you want to come back in 2 months? And I said 2 months because I'll tough it out on 10 milligrams. If it's not enough, I'll send her a message. I definitely feel like 7.5 is not enough, but perhaps 10 will be better. And then we went to Target and we walked around Target for a bit and we got some groceries and then we went to Smart and Final and we got egg. And then we went to grocery store and we got grocery and then I got cigarettes and then I remembered I had to go to the hardware store and then I bought the wrong size bucket. So guess who has to get another bucket? first thing in the morning tomorrow so we can have a mailbox tomorrow because they won't deliver our mail unless we have a mailbox. And I've got packages. I got nail stamps, and I really want those fucking nail stamps. I want those fucking nail stamps. I want to make my next manicure because these ones are falling off. 7.5 sleep? No. The dosage for Adderall is 5 milligrams, 7.5 milligrams, 10 milligrams. So they titrate you up. They start you on a low dose and they make it higher. So you usually are on it for like 1 month and then they ask you how you're doing. And I still feel like I'm on like a very low dose. What happened to your mailbox? So it's been fucking wobbly for a while. Apparently the ants ate it. Ty went to like shut it and I guess it just like broke off. And I had toyed with the idea of trying to use my circular saw that I bought last year, but I realized it's too heavy for me to use it alone. Um, so instead of me using a power tool that I'm not sure if I can operate properly or not, I'm going to buy a bucket and fill it with cement. And then in the winter time when we don't want to snow blow the spot that the mailman uses, we can just put it in the middle of our driveway. And then we don't have to plow anything extra. Because that's what other people in our neighborhood do. They literally just have their mailbox in a bucket, and the postal service is like, "This is only supposed to be temporary," and everybody's like, "Yeah, right." Some people's mailboxes are literally on wheels, and I'm like jealous. Ty's like, "We'll put ours on wheels." I'm like, "I'm lazy. I'm not doing that." Fucking smart, I know. Actually, it's not because I'm lazy. It's because casters are expensive. That's why I'm not doing it. I wasn't trying to like cheap out necessarily by buying a smaller bucket. Hi, Corby. I thought it would hold it up and I thought it would be a better weight for me personally to carry in the winter time. And he said, no. I'm interested. Who's doing it? Who's going to be there? Who do I have to fist fight this week? Who's going down in the arena? Chat, when Chris does a podcast, he makes me fight the other contestants. Don't worry, I win. See that bicep? I win every time. I kick everyone's ass. They bow to me. They call me mommy. It's weird. I'm like part of my brain. There's like a part of my brain that's like, what's the topic this week? And then I'm like, there's never a topic. We just talk about shit. So you guys might be rehearing a story if you listen to Chris's podcast because I've been telling stories lately. Made more progress on up 20. Fuck yeah, bud. Fuck yeah. I'm sure it'll be great. I'm sure it'll be great. At some point, I'm going to edit more stuff. I'm new, so I don't know the story. I know you don't know the stories yet. You're just learning the lore. This is your first time. This one has the tall guy date story. Doesn't that mean it also has the short guy date story? Why do I feel like those are both on the same episode? Or no, was the short guy date story on the Katie episode? Short guy was 19. Oh my God. If your podcast ever actually gets a following, they're going to be like, can you stop having on the weird girl that just tells like date stories? Please? She's a freak. She needs help. Also, the reason that I have so many date stories, you guys, is because when I'm single, I notoriously date everybody that I can find because I'm just like bored when I'm single. And I always come back and I always like tell everybody what happened. And so it becomes this like big extravagant tale of like what kind of shit I got into. You have both those stories happened at that bar in between those pool tables. I'm safe in some of the stories. I'm not safe in all of them. Omnivore? What do you mean? Because I'll just date everybody. I just think that there's more to people than like whatever they like put up as their like shit on their Tinder profile. Which is like usually true, but also like they're usually terrible people. Men are like universally bad chat. Like I know that most of you, maybe all of you in my chat room are men. I love you guys. You guys are different. Obviously, because you sit here and you listen to me talk. But a lot of the guys that I've dated are just like trash. Trash. Garbage. The worst fucking people you've ever met in your entire fucking life. But because I'm nice, I always give people a fucking chance. And then because I'm horny, I let them fuck me because I want to get fucked. True. There's always the stories. Everything's always a story with me. Are there people that like don't like tell it like crazy stories about stuff? Is that not normal? I'm sorry. I wonder sometimes how weird I am. Like how weird am I? Am I weird? Or am I just entertaining? Am I more entertaining than the average person? I know that some people are just like bad at telling stories. I'm down with both. Both is fine. I can be both crazy and entertaining. That's fine. I just, I'm like, is this entertaining in a good way or is this entertaining in a train wreck way? Am I a joke to you? Am I a fucking clown? Hard smash cut to me on Twitch as a clown because yes, I am a clown. No, you're a geisha. Por qué no los dos, man? Come on. Darth Bobo. I don't know who Darth Bobo is. I feel like everybody was talking about him like a couple of fucking streams ago. Plays taco music. Now I'm really confused. What's taco music? Do you want to talk about it? Tripping the Rift villain. Oh, Darth Bobo. I'm gonna be real. I don't think I've actually watched Tripping the Rift since I was a teenager when it was on the Sci-Fi Channel. There's a reason that the DVDs are on my wish list. It's because I really would like to rewatch that show. It's only been half my life since I've seen it. Does it stream somewhere and I'm missing out? Oh, that's why I say it. That's 100% why I say it because I think that commercial is funny as fuck. I know. No, I based myself on her. I'm not joking. I loved her. I thought she was the tits. I based myself on her. I get it now. I get it now. I was like, taco music, Darth Bobo. What is happening? Every show I love gets canceled. It's kind of shitty. It's pretty shitty, chat. No, I didn't watch the first season. I don't have much interest in it, to be honest. I tried really hard to watch Sabrina, and I just couldn't get into it, and so I'm not really interested in watching Wednesday either. I know, Corby. Corby, you watch bad television, but I love you. Shh. Let Corby's opinions be bad. Let Corby's opinions be bad, please. I just want more Venture Brothers. I think that has more to do with Kelsey Grammer being a bad person, to be quite honest. Because, like, if he wasn't a garbage person, I probably would have watched it. Because I love Frasier. I love Cheers. Like, those are two, like, top tier TV shows to me. But because Kelsey Grammer is, like, a garbage person, I'm like, I don't want to watch that. I know he's bad. I don't want them to give him any more money. Let him eat pasta naked in front of his ex-wife in peace and leave me out of it. I'm good. I'm good, chat. If you've never seen the picture of Kelsey Grammer eating pesto naked in his kitchen, Google it. I highly recommend it. It's quite good. You can't see his pee-pee. There's nothing vulgar about it. He's just naked. He just doesn't have any clothes on. That's not what makes him a bad person, Gabe. If you don't know why Kelsey Grammer is a bad person, please do some research. I don't want to ruin pesto. All right. That's fair. That's fair. It's just very obvious that Kelsey Grammer had a Hasselhoff level drinking problem, except he was a good boy and he sat at the table. It looks like, if you ever decide to look up the picture of Kelsey Grammer, it looks like it was a sex thing. It looks like he was drunk and it looks like it was a sex thing. Like it looks like his wife was like, if you want me to peg you, I need you to be a good boy and sit at the table and eat your fucking macaroni and cheese because when you get too drunk, you don't know how to act. That's just like that's the vibes. Now I want mac and cheese. Mac and cheese slaps. There's never a bad time for mac and cheese. It doesn't matter what mood I'm in. I could be crying. If I'm eating mac and cheese, that mac and cheese is great. I could be having the best day, that mac and cheese is great. I could be having a midday, that mac and cheese is great. Mac and cheese is just great. I literally, Spider and I were at the store and I was just like, I want like a big Stouffer's of mac and cheese. And Spider's like, it's not even good. I'm like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Don't say that. Should try Kraft dinner. I'm not Canadian. It's just called Kraft mac and cheese here. It's the same thing. And I've eaten it many times. I think I even have some in the kitchen. I forgot to buy another box of Hamburger Helper. Fuck. It's because it wasn't on the list, chat. Velveeta slaps. Velveeta's great. I love Velveeta. I want to be real. There is such a thing as bad mac and cheese, but it's very fucking rare and it's usually from a restaurant. So I will not hate on any mac and cheese. Velveeta's, I love Velveeta. I just don't buy it. Laughing Cow cheese is just cheese. We're talking about mac and cheese, but I have also eaten my fair share of Laughing Cow cheese and I also enjoy Laughing Cow cheese. You've changed the subject, but sure, I'll allow it. Yes, Laughing Cow cheese is great. Anyway, slaps internet. How do I get one of you to buy me a new television? I am. What do you mean? Of course I'm an omnivore. I'll eat anything, even if I don't like it. I eat stuff I don't like all the time just because it's more convenient. Also, I have to go piss. So I'm gonna BRB the stream real quick, and then I'll be right back. I'm back. The only shows I even know Corby watches. Actually, that's not true. Not every show Corby watches is bad, but Corby does watch Big Brother, and I watch Big Brother, and I'm gonna be real. I don't think Big Brother is good. It's like comfort food. Also, what did I miss? You're an omnivore. Everything goes into that pan. Yes. Whatever I watch doesn't affect you. Corby's also in the process of currently watching Fallout, which I think is a good show. So I don't think that Corby has universally bad taste in television. I just don't care for most mass media. It does. It slaps incredibly hard. And I'm not going to lie, my, what's the word I'm looking for? What I thought the show was going to be, what I was concerned it was going to be, it is absolutely not. They put a lot of effort into it, and I'm very happy with it. I just feel like Nowadays, a lot of stuff like that is just like a cash grab. Like the fucking Borderlands movie. I've not seen it, but everybody's ripped it to shreds. I'm like, well, I'm never gonna watch that. Not that I had any fucking interest because it looks like shit, but you know, stuff like that comes out and it's like, also the Minecraft movie. I'm not going to see that. I'm tired of Jack Black. Stop putting him in movies. He does not need to be a leading role. He is a spice in the dish. He is not the main fucking ingredient. He does not need to be the main ingredient. He did a good job one time in School of Rock. They can stop now. Domino, I wish you were here when both Chris and Spider are here because they are like, we can't wait to go see the bad RE movie. And I'm like, what? And they're like, we're going to go see for Spider's birthday. And I'm like, we? And they're like, yeah, you're coming with. And I'm like, I don't even like Resident Evil. I just stare into the middle distance. You were there for the Leon slander, yes. I don't have an opinion because I've not played any of the games. I was gifted a copy of one of them by Chris to play it on stream. Um, I have not played it on stream. That it's gonna be like a um, Chris does this thing called Video on Demand where like all of us will watch one person play a game and we take turns, like we switch like every half an hour. But instead it's just gonna be me playing that game. It says here from the Barbarian directors have slightly better hopes than the last one. I'm not a movie person. I know. Here's a bit of my lore. I don't watch movies, I don't watch TV, and I don't listen to music. This is not true. I do consume media. Because I have brain damage, I don't retain the information really well. And so because of that, I just sort of don't crave it. Like I just don't crave it. It's not a thing that I crave. Prior to having brain damage, I very much enjoyed those things. Post brain damage, it's just not. I just don't think about it. I like will like hear music and I'll be like, I'll have to ask somebody I'm with, like, is this new or is this old? Like, and if it's old, do you think I've heard it before? Like, was it popular? Because like I don't know. A lot of times I don't know. And it's the same way with movies. I've watched movies, not back to back the same movie, unless it was on purpose. But I watched a movie with Spider, and then I think it was like less than a week later, I then watched it again with somebody else because I forgot that I watched it. My brain damage is real and it's valid. It's been validated. They validated it for me. There's nothing we can do about it. Unfortunately, it's terminal. Also, does anybody have a suggestion on which DLC I should play next? Because I think we're just gonna jump into another DLC. So the lore is I can simplify the lore pretty well. I can make it into an epic. The lore for my brain damage can be an epic, and I like to think that it's quite an interesting tale because it is. Um, the basic gist is medical, not like medical malfeasance. Maybe it was, but like medical neglect. Basically, I went to the doctor and I knew that I had strep. I told them I had strep. I went in. They said, "You do not have strep." I've had strep a lot in my life. I know what strep is. They said, "You don't have strep. Go away." Basically, they were very rude to me. So I took their advice. They said, "You'll get better in a week." Less than a week later, I was turning yellow. My piss was brown. I was dying. My organs were failing. Um, I finally decided to like take my temperature and it was very high. Like you need to go to the hospital high. And they just went, "Yeah, so you're dying. You're septic. Your organs are failing. You have pneumonia, you have strep, um, and we don't know if you're going to live." And so I was in the ICU for like 10 days. Um, and unfortunately, because of how long I was sick before I got into the hospital, um, it's not really like certain exactly like how much damage was done. Um, but I was very injured by a medical person, and malpractice lawsuits don't really go anywhere. So I was encouraged not to pursue a case. And no, the lawyers that I spoke to, it's a very small county that this happened in, and there was only two malpractice lawyers. One never returned my call, and the other one basically laughed me out of his office. He said, "Nobody wins a malpractice lawsuit in this county. You will not win." And I was like, cool. And the statute of limitations is 18 months. So it's been 5 years. Actually, it's been 6 years. But basically, sepsis cooks your brain. That's kind of like the long and the short of it. It's basically like you have such a bad infection, your temperature gets so high that it permanently damages your brain. I mean, yeah, it's fine. I lived. I lived, bitch. I told you, like, I pointed to, like, the part of the tattoo where I had to have a medical device put in. That was because of that I had to have that medical device put in. So I lived. I am. I think that I'm a different person. Most people that have known me long enough don't really think so, but uh, my memory's shot. My grasp on like vocabulary is also like really bad. Like it's not that I can't speak well. It's not that I can't read or anything like that, but it's very frustrating to know that there's a word for something you want to say, but you don't know what it is. Like, I wish that I didn't have so much pride in how I speak that I want to, like, say, I want to say the $5 word, but I can't remember what the $5 word is anymore. So that sucks. That desperately sucks. But I don't give a shit about TV, movies, or music. I just don't care. I simply do not give a fuck. I don't think it probably wasn't terribly important to me to begin with. And my body now is just like, you don't need it. You're good. But if you ever want to hear the full epic, I'll tell you it sometime. It's very funny. I actually think it's quite comical. There is piss stealing. There are mystery injections. There is uh, a threat against my life. And there were people that thought that I faked it, even though I was in the hospital. So I think it's quite the epic. Ah, understandable. Well, I mean, I a lot of the story, like the medical stuff is sort of tangential. For parts of it, it is like absolutely part of the story. Um, but for parts of it, it's more tangential. A lot of the story has to do with me having hallucinations because I had a lot of hallucinations. I probably hallucinated for like a week, like straight up. I just hallucinated for like a whole week. So. I think the funnier parts of the story are like the hallucinations. Things still come to light about those hallucinations. I learned something about what happened during them like recently and I was like, "Wait, for real?"